From the battlefield of Pinaglabanan to the trial house of Maragondon, Cavite Challenge continues. At ngayon, papasok tayo sa isang bayan na parang tahimik lang kapag tinitingnan ngayon. Pero kapag binuksan mo ang history nito, ibang klase ang kwento. Welcome to Maragondon, Cavite, a town surrounded by mountains, rivers, and history. At isang lugar na naging saksi sa isa sa pinakamabibigat na kabanata ng Philippine Revolution. Dito tayo pupunta sa isang bahay, isang lumang bahay na naging courtroom ng isang revolusyon, the Bonifacio Trial House. At bago tayo makarating doon, balikan muna natin ang isang lugar sa Metro Manila, Pinaglabanan, San Juan. Because the story doesn't end in San Juan, it eventually lead us here.
Bawat sulok ng Pilipinas ay may kwento. Mula sa tuktok ng bundok, sa malalayang pulo, hanggang sa makulay na kalsada ng mga lungsod. Merong isang hindi natatapos na paglalakbay. Dahil sa bawat hakbang, sa bawat destinasyon, may isang bagong kwento na naghihintay. Ang bawat tagpo ay nagpapaalala ng kung gaano kahalaga ang pagmamahal sa sariling bayan. Ang pangarap natin, hindi lang makita ang lahat ng ito, kundi ma-experience ang lahat ng adventures, hamon, at higit sa lahat, pagmamahal sa Pilipinas. Tara, libutin ang sariling atin.
So tuloy-tuloy tayo. Sobrang malapit lang to, Maragondon. Maragondon Municipal Hall. Plan ko, 8 minutes. Sayang wala tayong masyadong drone. So ang nakakatawa dito sa bayan ng Ternate is malapit sa dagat. So murang seafoods. Alright, pinaikot lang tayo. Nadaanan na pala natin kanina, no? Dito daw kasi yung front eh. Anyway, so papuntang Maragondon from Naik. Ito na yung pinakamalapit. Check, it's upload pa yan. From 8 minutes magiging 8 minutes pa din. So ito na yung pinakamalapit na municipality or checkpoint to checkpoint na ginawa natin. Hindi, babawas pa yan eh. Feeling ko magiging 7 minutes pa. Hindi nga eh. O saan eh? 5 minutes. Ganun kalapit. So tuloy-tuloy tayo papunta Maragondon. Sana naman makapasyal tayo kasi nandun ang lugar kung saan hinusgahan si Andres Bonifacio. So tuloy-tuloy tayo papunta Maragondon. Bago tayo makarating sa ating destination, eto na muna ang
Quick History
ng Maragondon. Maragondon is located in the western part of Cavite. At kung titingnan mo sa mapa, malaking municipality ang Maragondon compared sa ibang towns ng Cavite. It's bordered by Naik and Indang to the north, Ternate to the west, General Aguinaldo and Alfonso to the east, Magallanes toward the southeast, and Nasugbu, Batangas to the south. And because of its location, mountains and history are almost everywhere. From kilometer 0 sa Luneta Park, roughly 50 kilometers by road ang Maragondon, depending on the route. Sa panahon natin ngayon, motorcycle, car, GPS, expressways, and paved roads, around 1.5 to 2 hours depending heavily on traffic and route. Pero ito ang interesting na tanong. Paano kaya bumiyahe papunta rito noong panahon ni Bonifacio? No Google Maps, no Waze, no motorcycles, no modern highway, no air-conditioned bus. Paano kaya sila bumabiyahe? Noong late 1800s, ang transportation sa Pilipinas ay very different from today. From land travel, people relied on walking, horses, and horse-drawn vehicles such as kalesas and karumatas. So, yung 50 plus kilometers journey na kaya natin gawin ngayon in roughly 1 to 2 hours was completely different experience back then. Hindi natin pwedeng bigyan ng exact numbers of hours ang biyahe ni Bonifacio mula Manila to Maragondon dahil wala tayong reliable timeline for that specific journey. Unless, babalik tayo sa panahon yun. Time travel kumbaga. And that's important. Ayaw natin mag-invent ng historical travel time. But imagine the difference. rough roads, animals, weathers, rivers, mountains, and stops along the way. A journey that today feels like a road trip could have been a much slower and more physically demanding journey in the 19th century. Today, we measure a journey in kilometers and minutes. Noon, perhaps, you measured it in sunrise, sunset, and how far your horse could take you. Bakit nga ba tinawag na Maragondon ang pangalan ng lugar na ito? Ang pangalan ng Maragondon is believed to have come from the Old Tagalog word madagundong or maugong, meaning something that produces a loud, rumbling, or thunderous sounds. Parang kulog, ganun. At may magandang story behind the name. According to the historical account of Maragondon, ang tinutukoy na tunog ay nagmumula kay Albaran River sa dating area ng Kapantayan. Malakas ang agos ng ilog kapag umuulan, nagpo-produce ito ng parang rumbling or roaring sound. Doon unang napili ang town site ng Maragondon. Pero may problema. Madalas umaapaw ang ilog at binabaha ang lugar. Kaya eventually, inilipat ang settlement sa present location ito. Now, here's something interesting. Hindi pala isang date lang ang foundation ng Maragondon. May 3 important dates. The first date is 1644. Ito ang year na ayon sa historical account, nag-establish ang Franciscan Father mula silang ng kanilang bisita or chapel sub-mission area. Second is 1690. Ito naman ang Fundación Eclesiástica, the establishment of the regular parish by the Jesuits dedicated to Nuestra Señora de Asunción. And finally, 1727. Ito ang pinaka-importanting date kung municipality ang pinag-uusapan. Ito ang Fundación Civil noong mahiwalay ang original barrio of Maragondon mula sa silang at maging isang independent municipality. At ang unang gobernadorcilyo nito ay si Gregorio Silvestre. Did you know that Maragondon is one of the largest municipalities in Cavite in terms of land area? Around 164 square kilometers. That's a huge territory compared with many of Cavite's much more urbanized municipalities. Maragondon has 27 barangays. According to the latest census, 40,000 residents live here. So despite having a relatively small population compared with the highly urbanized parts of Cavite, malawak ang territory nito. And because for the huge territory, Maragondon isn't just about history. May mountains, rivers, forested areas, and access towards southwestern Cavite landscape. Kaya perfect combination ito for our kind of adventure. Sana all. Di ba na pagkakayakap sana yun? Pagkakayakap ako, parang do not let go.
Tatakbo ng kutsente.
Imagine mo, busy si Chong sa mga anik-anik na mga wires. Kung wala akong kasama, Diyos ko. Well, kaya naman. It's just, mas mainit lang ang ulo ko, mas sumasabog yung ulo ko sa mga, at least, focus na lang tayo ngayon sa driving, sa travel, sa adventure, sa script, sa mga footage. Pero yeah, laking tulong talaga na mayroong tulong. Especially may challenge tayo ngayong araw. 3 minutes na lang tayo. Nandun na. Now let's go back to August 30, 1896, San Juan del Monte, na nabisita na rin natin during our NCR episodes. Today, we know that place as Pinaglabanan. Dito pinangunahan ni Andres Bonifacio kasama ng mga katipunero at mga leader tulad ni Emilio Jacinto ang pag-atake laban sa Spanish forces. The target, the Spanish Powder Magazine and El Deposito Water Reservoir na binisita rin natin dati. Pero hindi naging successful ang atake at maraming katipunero ang namatay. So papuntan tayong Maragondon Bonifacio Trial House. Unfortunately mukhang sarado na naman. Ano ba yan? From Pinaglabanan to Cavite. And here's where our story moves south. After the fighting around Manila and San Juan, the revolution spread across Luzon. Cavite became one of the strongest revolutionary centers. At dito rin nagsimulang lumalim ang conflict between different revolutionary factions. Bonifacio eventually came to Cavite
after being invited to help mediate conflicts among revolutionary leaders. Kumbaga, tutulong lang siya parang maging referee. So, kung ang pinaglabanan ay bahagi ng early armed struggle of revolution, then Maragondon would eventually become the setting for one of the darkest chapters of Bonifacio's story.
Kain tayo masarap sa Tagaytay. Basta 6 o'clock. Nasa Tagaytay tayo. 4:30. May 2 oras pa naman eh. Mukhang kakayanin. Saan yan oh? Dyan ang paglilitis or hinusgahan si ano. Tanong ko lang, paano kaya makakapasok dito?
Ang sikip.
Ba't ang sikip?
One way. So, pakaliwa lang.
Well, bababa talaga ako dun. Naku, bababa. Makita ko lang to. Di makapasok.
Baba mo.
Yan. Ito rin, ganda ng bahay oh. Member ako sa ng Ancestral House of the Philippines. So you wanna go down, Poy?
Gusto niya na pag...
Baba tayo? Okay. So mga parts, we are at Maragondon. Nandyan ang City Hall somewhere. Pero let's discover muna. Oops! Sa lugar na to. Ang ganda ng mga bahay. Hello, lumang bahay oh. Nice. And syempre, eto. Lunes hanggang Sabado. Unfortunately, holiday ngayon, so hindi naman tayo nakapasok. Okay. So ito yung mga lugar na babalikan talaga natin. Pero I'm quite happy na rin somehow na napuntahan natin. Tawid tayo. Tara po eh. Ayan o, hanggang alas 4. Closed every Sunday. Diba? Ang ganda sa loob oh. So from the main road, itong trial house ni Bonifacio is around 3 minutes lang. Akala ko pa man din makakapag-ikot tayo. Yeah, but it's okay. At least nakapunta tayo. At alam na natin kung saan yung lugar.
And here we are, the Bonifacio Trial House. Hindi ito ordinaryong ancestral house. This was built in 1889 by Teodorico Reyes, and in May 1897, Andres Bonifacio and his brother Procopio were trialed here. A military court headed by Brigadier General Mariano Noriel conducted the proceedings. Imagine this room almost 130 years ago. May mga taong nakaupo, may mga sundalo, may mga opisyal, at sa harap nila, ang supremo ng katipunan. Andres Bonifacio, the man who helped establish the katipunan, the man who called Filipinos to rise against Spanish rule. And now, he was the one standing trial. The verdict, the Bonifacio brothers were sentenced to death. And on May 10, 1897, Andres and Procopio Bonifacio were taken towards the mountains of Maragondon. According to the NHCP historical marker, Andres Bonifacio was shot at Mount Buntis. The National Historical Commission of the Philippines Registry identifies Bundok Patong as the site where the brothers were shot pursuant to the decision of the Revolutionary Military Court. At ang bahay na ito, nananatili. The people who were here are gone. The revolutionaries are gone. The armies are gone. But the house remained. And today, it's remembered. Hindi nga lang tayo makapasok sa ngayon. Kaya sa pagbalik ko dito, or kaya kapag pumunta kayo dito, huwag mo lang tingnan bilang lumang bahay. Look at it as a witness. May mga lugar na pinupuntahan natin para mag-enjoy. May mga lugar na pinupuntahan natin para mag-adventure. Pero may mga lugar na pinupuntahan natin para alalahanin. This is one of them. Sa bahay na ito, isang supremo ang nilitis at ilang araw lamang pagkatapos, he was gone. But the story remained. From pinaglabanan to Maragondon, we see two very different moments in the life of Andres Bonifacio. One shows Bonifacio leading men into battle. The other shows Bonifacio facing judgment from his fellow revolutionaries. And that's one of the most difficult lessons of history. Hindi palaging simple ang kwento. There are heroes, there are conflicts, there are victories, there are mistakes, and there are tragedies. But we need to remember all of them because that's how we understand our country. Especially sa kasalukuyang nangyayari sa atin ngayon. Okay, sige, balik tayo. Wow, alam yung bilis oh. Nung nakita niya saning binidyoan ko, binira niya lalo eh. Pag nasani. Alright, eh mga tropa. Tara, tapusin na natin. Maragondon Municipal Hall.
Anong next?
Maragondon.
City Hall Maragondon?
Oo. Lapit lang eh. Feeling ko yan yung nasa diretsyo natin. Yun na nga. Kaso parang may activity eh. Hindi pwedeng hindi. Natin mapuntahan. Nandito na tayo eh. Tatapusin ko talaga to. Ayun. Doon tayo sa kabila. Oh, nice house. It's a very nice house. Wow. Also a nice church. Ang ganda ng simbahan, no? Pasukin natin. Very quick. Exit. Wow. Wow. That's a nice church. Papasok tayo. Silipin natin. Simbahan ng Maragondon. Wow! Grabe yung 1630. Wow! Even yung mga kahoy. Imagine nyo. Ilang milenya na to? Milenyo ba? No, dekada. Pero hindi lang Bonifacio Trial House ang historical treasure ng Maragondon. Nandito ang Maragondon Church. The historic Nuestra Señora de Asunción Church has roots going back to the early Spanish period. The NHCP records its establishment as a parish in 1627, with a stone church constructed in 1714. And of course, may mga bundok dito. Bundok Tagpatong, one of the places associated with the final chapter of Bonifacio brothers' lives. Maragondon also has ancestral houses that gives us a glimpse of town's Spanish Revolutionary era chapter. Ganda. That was a nice experience. Ganda. Alright, sige. Tapusin na natin ang episode natin for Maragondon. From kilometer 0 in Luneta to to pinaglabanan in San Juan, to the revolutionary battlefields of Cavite, and finally, Maragondon. Today, we can cover this distance in hours, with our motorcycles, with our cars, with paved roads, with GPS. But more than 120 years ago, every kilometer was harder. And yet, people traveled. They fought, they sacrificed, they believed in something bigger than themselves. Kalayaan. Freedom. And that is why we drive these roads today. Not just for the adventure, but to remember the story behind them.
Sasagad ko na lang dito ang singit. Sarado kasi ano. Yan, pwede na to. Yan yung Maragondon. So yun na yung Maragondon Municipal Hall. Unfortunately, sarado at hindi tayo makapasok. Pero dito na lang tayo. Alright. Oh. Sali na kayong dalawa. So mga pards, that's Maragondon. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please do not forget to subscribe to the channel para updated kayo sa mga videos at adventures natin. That's it for today mga pards and mga Mars. Sana nagustuhan nyo yung video natin today at lagi natin tatandaan, hilig man sa kotse o sa adventures, bakit ka papipili? Hard work pays off. Pwede both.